Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your What's Cracking for the weekend. Firstly, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, for all your beautiful support. I've got the Ace of Cups jumping out on me here. And for all your beautiful comments, your whatever you do, I want to say thank you. I am so grateful for this journey. What can I say? It's been a long stride to get to where I am. If you are interested, 10 of Cups as well, look. If you are interested in anything I have to offer, readings, life coaching, classes, you can check out everything in the box below, or you can go over to my page at the Aussie Goddess and like my page, where I have everything love jumping out at me this morning. Everything love. If you like the Aussie Goddess Facebook page, then you can keep up with me there. I do have to sort of, and I'm going to say I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't really say I'm sorry, because it doesn't really make sense to say sorry when sometimes you're doing things that help others out. Let's say that. So this week's been a little bit unpredictable. There are days when things do not go completely to plan. So I apologise for anybody who was waiting for the super chat or the live on Instagram this week, and I'll try to get in. Don't say try, Yvonne. Try is not a word. I will get back into focus next week. But life goes on. When you're the grandmother of 8, you can't tell what's going to happen. All right. I'm going to use the Golden Tarot for your reading. I do feel like I need to talk to you about some other things, but just a little reminder for those in Goulburn, that's where we've got the fair next time, the Living Wellness Fair. So keep an eye out for that one. And I think that's everything. Look, let's get into your reading. I have a feeling you're going to get a love reading this morning, being I've had loving cards come out everywhere. The universe just let me know that we're all so well loved. The Ace of Swords coming through. The Ace of Swords, for me, I always talk about this being my favourite card. I realised a long time ago that it's very much about being true to who you are, being true to you. The Ace of Swords talks about a new start, a brand new start, something that's coming forward that is going to, I want to go kaboom with this morning, because I feel like you need to hear it. It's like you are stepping out of the shadows and into who you truly are. Now, there are people out there who may not necessarily know who they are, and that's okay. It's a journey. We grow up with a lot of distractions, a lot of people around us who make us doubt, I guess, who we are as a person. And then we spend our lives trying to get back to ourselves, to really understand. And it's sort of that whole thing that always comes to mind when they say youth is wasted on the young, because I feel like once you get older, you start to understand things so much better, and you think, if I had that when I was younger, I wouldn't have done half the things I did. And that's okay. We can have those sort of thoughts. They're not regrets. But the Ace of Swords for me is this card of coming in to say that you are standing in your truth. This is now the start of all possibilities, of risk-taking, of really understanding who you are and going for it. Clarity, precision, forging into battle, taking on whatever comes your way. The energy of moving away from sadness, of fear, of moving away from things that have emotionally held you back. This is like walking into a new time where you're understanding your direction now. You're no longer buying into people, places, anything that has held you back in the past, which is amazing, amazing energy. Now, for some of you, this is about getting yourself back into the balance that you were meant to be in to start with. As I say all the time, you were born perfect. You bring along your little flaws with you. You learn, you unlearn, you learn from the unlearning, and you become the person that you are. And once you get yourself into that high vibrating energy, you become what is contained in the Temperance card. There was a couple of comments people made yesterday, and you will know who you are. And even though I don't know you personally, I know a lot about you as a person. And I feel that's really what makes life so beautiful. And a couple of you yesterday from the readings got quite a lot out of what had been brought down from the universe. And I guess we're all learning, we're all understanding how our emotions can be something we use when we don't always necessarily need to use them. It's a thing that you've learned from childhood. And sometimes those emotions can impede your speed. They can hold you back from making progress. And a couple of people got that yesterday. And I want to say to you, thank you so much for sharing with me. I love that you can take away what you need to take away from these readings. That's a very beautiful thing. And if it helps you improve who you are in some way, shape or form, then I want to say, we are all imperfectly perfect, or perfectly imperfect, and we're all getting to where we need to be. And you're getting there. You're getting there because the Temperance card is here. So we have the Five of Swords coming through here with the Three of Swords. And I want to say to you this morning, what I feel this is saying to you this morning is you are leaving the pain of your past behind. You are leaving the pain you learned in your childhood. You are leaving the pain that other people have created for you. You are choosing, is what Spirit is saying here. You are choosing to leave these things behind. Why? Because they served you in the past. They have served to remind you. They have served to help you grow. But they are no longer needed. They are no longer needed. Wow, okay. I love it when Spirit slips one in upside down. I'm like, I do not know how they do it, but they do. So the Sun is a card. This is saying here there's a little bit more work to be done. Because the Sun, no matter whether it's upright or reversed, is always a good card. No doubt about that at all. It's the best card in the deck. What this is saying here is you are nearly to the point where you need to be. You are nearly where you need to be. But there is another step or a little bit more work to be done. A little bit more work to be done. I feel that you're coming into this energy of the King of Wands. And you've got something here that you still need to work on to bring this Sun into upright. So for me, it's this energy of going back to your childhood here. To really know who you were meant to be. Let's see where this reading's going. I'm going to sneeze, I think. No, it's gone. It's gone. All right. Four of Coins, beautiful. This is the energy of holding on to things. This is having a lack mentality. And many of us have had this idea that we're not enough. We're not cutting it. We don't have enough money. We can't make ends meet. We don't have what it takes. And the Four of Coins is about letting go. It's about seeing this about yourself and letting it go. I want to get really, really deeply into it today. Some days are just like that. I'm quite happy to let the cards speak for themselves, but I want to really get in. Okay, for some of you, this is letting go of codependency, letting go of anything that's held you back here. For some of you, this may be lack mentality. For many of you, this is the ego. And the ego forms way back in childhood. It starts with us learning from other people what they have to say, what they show us. And very, very often, the things they have to show are not healthy. So you could have grown up with something like addictions, and because of that, you may have a lower idea of who you are, because you were taught through the eyes of an addict. Many of us have grown up with, narcissistic behavior. And what happens is you rip your self-esteem back because of this narcissism that you have been shown. So there's very much this energy that you are allowing something to go here which has been holding you back for a very long time. Nope, I've got two at once there. And we have the star. Oh, I love this. Yeah, major arcanas here. Because the star says to me, you're finding your path now. You're finding where you need to be. The star is all about healing. It's about faith and trust in the universe. It's about understanding your greater purpose. It's your spirit said something to me about being laid bare. So I guess that means something to somebody, because this person obviously has no clothes on. So it's like stripping you right back to where you need to be. And because of that, you're going into this new birth, this new time, becoming. All right, so we have the Page of Swords coming through here. And I feel this is really, really something relevant here. The Page of Swords is about research. With the Seven of Swords, there seems to have been something you've missed. Okay, something you've missed. That's what they're saying back here that you need to work on. You've missed something. You've missed something that you need to learn here. Something to do with your heartbreak and pain, or your past pain. There's something that you've missed. There's a self-denial, self-sabotage, self-sacrifice thing here. Let me just keep a couple of cards coming. Passion, Knight of Wands, full of passion. The Justice card. Okay. The Justice card is a card that talks about the universe bringing things back into balance. I feel like here you're focusing on some things rather than others here. And I feel like for some of you, you may be putting a bit of energy into self-discovery. And the universe is saying something here you missed. Along the way, something is here that you missed that needs to be put right with the Justice card. It's something to do with your passion and creativity. Something to do with some sort of energy that you've hidden or concealed from the world. Something about yourself that you've kept hidden. And you've hidden it underneath this ego energy here. And it needs to have release. It needs to have release. It's sort of simmering here. And I feel like it's really close. And that's why the sun's come out in reverse. It's like it is really ready to come out. It's really ready to come to the surface. And you're just not quite there. All right, so we have the Page of Wands. And the Judgment card over the Justice card. Woohoo! Three of Wands. All right. Let me just get into this energy to see if I can help you out a little bit more. There's definitely a rebirth here. The universe is taking you back to where you needed to be. There is something here that you are seeing about yourself that is not true. There is something that you've been seeing about yourself since you were a child that you have seen in a way that somehow or another with this devil energy, you are seeing it through your ego. You're not seeing it the way it's meant to be. And it has something to do with your destiny. And I feel that once you hit this mark, it's going to send you soaring here. It's going to send you soaring, because this is just about really embracing your future then. Really seeing yourself as you truly are in your own splendor and beauty. This is about you really understanding that there's just something here you're missing. I want to see if I can work out. I may not be able to work it out, but I think it might give you some hints. All right, so you're about to step into this beautiful truth. You're walking away from people, places, situations, things that do not serve you. You're starting to see things as they truly are. You've got your eyes open here. You're in balance. So your mind, body, soul is coming into balance here. You are leaving behind the heartache of the past. There is something here that you are still to discover, which is coming your way through this last step you've got to take. I feel like you're stepping into this King of Wands energy. And for me, he's the leader. He knows where to go. I see him holding his heart, and that sort of almost takes my breath away here. So I think there's a realization coming here, some sort of epiphany. There's a choice here. Queen of Cups, stepping into the Queen of Cups energy here. Wow, okay. It's something to do with self-love with that Queen of Cups here. But I feel like it goes deeper. And sometimes when people are talking about self-love, I think people think, you know, just getting out and getting a massage and getting your nails done is about self-love. But I know that it goes a lot deeper than that. And I know a lot of us have struggled in the past with understanding love of self. Okay. But there is something here you've been missing, or some component of yourself that is still to come to the surface that you're not realizing. Let's have a look. Oh, your Queen of Wands. Something more you've got to do. There's that Two of Swords again. All right, it's almost like you're not seeing the Hierophant. It's almost like you're not seeing this with that Two of Wands there. Three of Cups. It's like you are... It's like you're not seeing something. It's there, but you're not seeing it. It's like it's already there. It's like you have it right in front of you or right inside you, and it's right there, but you're just refusing to see something here. Something that's going to bring you in a lot of happiness here. A lot of happiness. But it's like it's right in front of you and you're missing it. Knight of Swords. High Priestess. Oh, two want to come out there. Temperance and the Ace of Wands. I feel like once you work out what this thing is holding you back, once you work that out, you're going to soar. You're going to soar. There's so much cards of total balance here. Being able to obliterate something here. Being able to wipe it away. I feel like it's got something to do with self-sabotage, not accepting. And once you find this within yourself, and it will come, whether you do work on this or whether you just allow, it's coming to you. But maybe you've just not been quite ready up till now to accept this. But once you do, there's a rebirth. There's like a throwing yourself into a new place. And I feel like you're just about to take that band-aid off and allow it to come. Now, obviously, it's going to be a little bit different for everybody, but I feel strongly that there is some sort of movement by the collective to step into this final energy. The High Priestess says to me it's still hidden. But it feels to me with this Ace of Wands, it's got something to do. Look at the Ace of Wands looking at the High Priestess. It's got something to do with your creativity. But maybe not creativity as in, you know, a certain way of doing things. It's creativity in a way you think. because they're trying to bring it through. And even with the Temperance card, this is showing me again that you're right on the doorstep to working out this. It's part of your destiny. And with the Justice and the Judgment card here, that says to me strongly there is some sort of rebirth that's got to happen as part of this. There is a truth. There is a truth in you, so very close to the surface, which is about to take birth. It's there. Wow. Well, I'll leave you with that, but please let me know, because I know that you guys will always let me know what's going on. All right, so we have the Horse King coming through again. This has come through quite a few times this week. And I know that the message is very clear here. This is about assistance, giving up control. I actually feel, this is where I felt before. It's almost like somebody else is going to bring this to you, bring the idea to you, bring the energy to you here. And that's what the Horse King does. It brings people to you magically to help you move forward. And I feel like somebody's got some sort of answer to help you move forward. But the one that's come out that's really beautiful, 24, is the Map Maker of Destiny. So let me just have a read of that one, because I think that this is, the other one's just there to remind you that it's still coming, it's still on its way. Authentic purpose, inspiration, free will. When the Map Maker of Destiny appears, it's a sign you're being given an opportunity to transform fate into destiny. At birth, each human being is given a unique map with myriad paths that intersect with one another. Your map of destiny shows all the places you're meant to visit, places where you'll be challenged to evolve into the higher aspects of the self. Remember that you're a spark of the divine come to earth to experience itself in human form. As such, your path is unique. It's also somewhat preordained, and fate represents the events in your life that were meant to happen and that you can't change. Fate is transformed into destiny according to how you respond to your circumstances. Destiny offers you the ability to make great opportunities out of fated experience, so free will and choice are possible at certain points on your map. Now is one of those times. You're faced with a relationship or circumstances brought to you by fate. How you respond will lead you into your perfect destiny. Your ally may assume the form of a soulmate coming to heal your heart and be your companion. Perhaps your challenger makes you face the things within you that must change in order for you to express your highest good. Maybe fate brings in an ally in the form of a wonderful new project, or a challenger in the form of a failed business. No matter what form they take, all are perfect expressions of fate inviting you into your destiny. Pay attention as your map unfolds now. Remember that fate makes the map, but destiny is determined by the manner in which you engage on your journey. Oh my goodness, that is just so profound. So profound. I'm going to leave you with that. Much love.